Blame the voters responding to Democrat criticism. To be honest, blaming the voters can be the dumbest shit you can do, you know.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the shoeonhead channel. I am your host, shoeonhead. You may know me on Reddit as generic far-right Fox News bigot, or perhaps you know me as Commie Mommy.
Commie Mommy? Would you guys like to have a communist mommy? I would.
You people.
I like how you criticize. I like how when you criticize both sides just shit talk you, you know. I like that.
People need help. Anyway, my last few videos
help.
about the election got a lot of attention, as well as brought a lot of new people to the channel. So everyone say hello to the new people.
Hi.
Please welcome the new people. Please be polite to them. Educate them on what to expect here. Just don't tell them about the contraption. But not all the attention I got from my election videos was good attention. So I've decided today I am going to respond to those critics. I figured it's been a while since—
Don't tell anyone about the contraption, no.
I actually responded to a response that I've gotten on YouTube. It's very old school, very 2012 YouTube. All I need is a rant sona and I'm set. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to respond to criticism, rationally and calmly. I will be reacting to people's reactions of two different videos of mine, America is in Shambles and Downfall of the Democrats. If you haven't seen those videos, I will put them down in the description so you have more—
They're good videos. I probably made reactions to them. Y'all should watch
context. I highly suggest you watch them before you watch this video. Pause this video, go watch them. Don't worry, I will be right here. I've been here for 10 years. Will I be doing this in 10 more years? Will I be a 43-year-old e-girl? I guess we'll wait and see.
We need that. We need more 40-year-old e-girls. We need more hacks. Yippee!
Now, a lot has happened since my last video. It's been like, what, 2 months? That's like 10 years in internet time. There's so much going on in the news, it's honestly hard to keep up. So what has happened since my last video? Well,
the world has
Biden
ended.
is gone. He is out of—
according to some people.
office. He has somehow completed a 4-year
I love how happy he looks like, by the way. Biden just finished his 4 years as the president, and look how happy he is.
term, which means, that's right, Dave Rubin has to retire.
If Joe Biden completes a 4-year term, actually completes a 4-year term, I will retire.
It also means, once again, Trump has been inaugurated. And this time, all our favorite characters were there. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos' wife's tits, Mark Zuckerberg. Frankly, it's disgusting seeing—
I like how a billionaire is just, you know, caught staring at a pair of tits.
billionaires so openly and brazenly support our government officials. They should be doing it behind the scenes like they've been doing for decades. Ladies and gentlemen, the elites have officially bent the knee. And it seems with the popular vote came the sudden and long overdue death of woke capitalism. Rest in piss. Although I never did get to try those gay Oreos.
Rip in rip. I'm gonna miss all the gay stuff.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. The inauguration was a beautiful celebration for Republicans, full of—
He looks like he wants to just go back home and keep playing video games. Or he looks like, you know, he looks like filled with hate and spite towards everything because he had to spend 5 seconds right next to Elon Musk. I like how these two just look, you know, I like how these two just look when they stay right next to each other, you know. That's so fucking funny.
joy and whimsy, and a complete humiliation ritual for the Democrats. Bye, Joe. Thanks for all the fucking nothing. Your legacy will be having dementia, aiding a genocide, and handing the country over to Donald Trump on a silver platter. Executive order after executive order, pardon after pardon, Trump got to work enacting his mandate on day one. But even as all this is happening, Trump seems to be on this bizarre side quest to conquer Canada and Greenland. But if we're gonna annex Canada and make it great again, can we at least get their healthcare?
Yeah, isn't that shit funny? People are complaining about the egg prices, and now Donald Trump is going around talking about how he's going to annex Canada, invade Greenland, annex Panama Canal. Like, that's just a distraction tactic, but it's still funny.
Without the wait times or the assisted side, can't there just be a normal
Free healthcare is based.
system that doesn't put you in debt or offer to kill you if you are in debt? Speaking of healthcare, an Italian-American Tucker Carlson fan from New York murdered a healthcare CEO. And it wasn't me. His name is Luigi Mangione.
Luigi Mangione. Man. And this guy is handsome. And it's funny how this guy is being simped by women all around the world. Like, he is one of the most simped guys in the fucking world. And I fucking love that shit.
And he's currently the most thirsted after man in the world. Ugh, women are so cooked, dude. Why can't they just be normal and make fan cams of the Unabomber like me?
Unabomber like me. Ah, yes. Women simping over criminals and psychopaths. And, well, sometimes serial killers. But as if men any different, you know? Men also simp after psychopathic women. There's a reason why yandere niche exists after all.
Now, I don't condone murder. That's it, I don't condone murder. Murder is bad.
Murder is bad, and there is no buts about it.
But honestly, I don't even know what killing a healthcare CEO even does. It's a job position. The job position will be filled again. The goal should be get rid of the job position altogether. But it's really depressing that it took this for a conversation about the absolute scam that is the American health insurance system.
I mean, dude, what kind of health insurance system is that, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I have heard people talk about how that health insurance only works as long as you are healthy. Then what's the fucking point? Like, either it doesn't pay, and even if it pays, it only pays 90% of the shit. So what's the point? You know, what's the point?
To go mainstream. Lord knows I've been shouting about it for long enough. But you know who doesn't need healthcare anymore? Jimmy Carter. Because he's dead. He died at the ripe age of 100, and I know what you're thinking. Vaxxed? But at his funeral, we all saw this.
They're just laughing at each other.
He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! Oh, hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I seem to recall this man scolding the black community for voting for a racist, sexist fascist. And here he is, chatting it up with that very racist, sexist fascist. Gee, it's almost like they don't fucking believe it. Like, the Biden administration literally just named...
I mean, on one hand, there's people who would like call everything a Nazi. But on the other hand, there are people who will just throw Nazi salutes. And they will also be called a Nazi. And then those people would scream, oh, everything is a Nazi. But yeah, but to be honest, I don't really disagree with her. Like, there is way too many people who will just scream Nazism at everything, you know. There are just people who will just scream Nazism at everything, and then there's people who will just scream communism at everything. It's just the same shit, different color.
An aircraft after George W. Bush. George W. Bush! The literally Hitler from 20 years ago. In 20 years, we're going to have like a Navy fleet named after Trump. It's all fake. It's all big fake gay club and we're not in it. At the end of the day, these people...
Put me to that gay club. I like gay clubs.
...would rather see the country burn to the ground than actually help the citizens in it. Literally.
Breaking now at 11, 16 people confirmed dead in the California wildfires. New fears the massive fires will only continue to grow.
There's no water coming out of the fire hydrants.
That's really sad, by the way. Lots of people dying, losing their homes, lives ruined, and the government just ain't doing shit. Like, that's just horrible, you know?
What do you mean you ran out of water?
I have seen some people just complain about this stuff, like, you know, oh, they are just rich people, so they deserve it. No, just because they are rich or, you know, lucky, wealthy, privileged, doesn't mean they should just lose their home and livelihood in a fucking fire or just die in it, you know? That's just a tragedy.
You're California! You're next to the goddamn Pacific Ocean, for fuck's sake! It was getting so bad people were using almond milk to put out the fire. California moment. Thousands of people have lost their homes, lives were destroyed, but thankfully the Biden administration sent $20 billion to rebuild California. That's amazing. Just kidding, that was for Israel. But thankfully Trump has frozen foreign aid for 90 days. Except for Israel.
Except for Israel. Oh man, oh man. Americans support for fucking Israel. And all that just so they can conquer Gaza and West Bank. Like, imagine sending $20 billion just so like, a random country can conquer a random district in, like, you know, in Palestine. Like, that Gaza is like smaller than fucking New York. It's probably like the size of 1/10 of New York. And they are spending $20 billion just to conquer that place. Like, you could have done so much things with that $20 billion. God's chosen people, my ass.
How are the Democrats doing since losing to Trump? Are they taking a step back and reevaluating their tactics?
They should just step back and just, you know, reflect for 5 seconds.
And their platform? Are they looking for a real populist candidate to put up for 2028? What is their plan?
Fucking leftists. Man, I'm a leftist, and these leftists who just keep forcing bad candidates, unpopular candidates that will never win an election on people. I fucking hate them. Just let people in, just come up with a good candidate. It cannot be that hard. Stop cock blocking good candidates. Just stop.
Oh god damn it. So let's get into these responses I got to my videos, shall we? Okay, I searched shoeonhead reaction and I'm scrolling through these videos and it's like anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime boy.
Oh, is that me? Am I the anime boy? Oh my, attention, yay.
Anime girl, anime girl, anime girl. I feel like I'm scrolling through the porn history of the average shoeonhead fan.
Oh no, my porn history is much more worse than that. It's a whole new sin, you know. My porn history is so bad that Jesus himself would not want to take my sins, you know. They are so bad. My sins are so bad that Jesus will not want to die for me. That's how bad it is.
Oh, by the way, I will link the videos I react to in the description down below, so you can watch the full videos.
Please make a VTuber reaction. Please react to VTubers and anime girls as well. Please do that.
The full criticism if you want to. But if you do go to any of these people's channels, please be normal in the comments. We are all just people who have different opinions at the end of the day. If you have the urge to call them like a libtard soy boy cuck in the comments, write instead, "You are a fine, distinguished gentleman. Have a wonderful afternoon." See? It's not that hard to control our anger.
This is a 17.5-minute video from a rich white person talking about.
Man, this guy has been having so much drama on YouTube lately. Like, holy shit. Like, every other week I hear something else about this Destiny guy. Is that a shotgun on his wall? Looks nice.
How both parties are the exact same.
What a fine, distinguished gentleman. I hope he has a wonderful afternoon.
Who is her main?
Ah yes, self-criticism is bad, guys, remember. Democrats are the good guys. They can do no wrong. You should never criticize them, like, dude. Have some self-criticism. Like, self-criticism, nothing is as good as nothing beats some self-criticism and self-awareness. Self-awareness is important.
Main audience, it's going to be all conservative types. Every single one. Every single one of these.
I'm a leftist. I'm literally a leftist. Like, I'm a leftist. Like, culturally, economically, I'm leftist.
Interesting people, their audiences are always conservatives, 100% of the time, every single time, all of them.
Centrist type people. Okay, alright.
Okay, just kidding. I'm a conservative Nazi femboy, guys. I'm a conservative Nazi femboy. I'm one of those homophobic femboys who dwell the Nazi Discord channels, the homophobic Discord channels. I'm one of them. Please, y'all know that I'm joking, right? There are a lot of people out there who don't know how to take a joke. So yeah, I'm joking.
Right. Destiny has said that Kamala Harris is to the left of him on economics. Kamala Harris. That technically puts Destiny to the right of me on econ. Destiny has opinions that fall to the left and right of where I'm standing. I have opinions that fall to the left and right of where Destiny is standing. So, who is the centrist here? Or is centrism when you're a YouTuber who makes fun of both sides?
Centrism is when you're trying to justify the extremists on your own faction. That's literally what it is. That's literally what people call a centrist nowadays.
And yeah, sure. Sorry, lefties and liberals and Democrats in my audience. You don't exist. You're all Republicans now. Take your complimentary Trump hat and liberal tears mug. Also, as a left-wing YouTuber, shouldn't having right-wingers in your audience kind of like be the goal?
Yeah, she's right, by the way. Like, you know, you are a left-wing VTuber. You are a left-wing YouTuber. You need to have a right-wing audience or a centrist audience so you can, like, you know, change their minds, change their opinions, like cater to them, you know, get them on your own side. But no, we need to have echo chambers only. Oh, for fuck's sake. We need to force people out of echo chambers.
Who are you making content for if not? Do you just want to preach to a choir? If you want to watch someone who agrees with you 100%, just talk to a fucking mirror. I don't understand this criticism. I like that there are people with diverse opinions in my audience. It's so
I like your audience. They are really diverse. leftist, rightist, centrist. You can find everyone.
freeing. I'm not audience captured. I can say I want to bring back
And most importantly, anime girls and boys. Ooh.
Ronald Reagan from the dead so I can kill him with my bare hands, and the right-wingers in my audience would just be like, haha, she's so funny. Haha, it's nice we can listen to alternative viewpoints. I can fix her. Frankly, I know for a fact a lot of
fix
left-wing
her.
channels would kill for the audience demographic I have. Are you kidding me? How do
She's
we
right.
reach young men on the right? How do
I would also kill for her audience. She's a great audience.
we get young men to listen to us? Skill issue.
It's hard.
Yep, exactly. How do we get young men to listen to us? I don't know, talk about their problems maybe. Like, how do we get young men listen to us? Talk to them. Listen to them. Cater to their problems. I don't know. Just be nice. Be nice to men. Men don't have any standards. All you need to be is just nice to men. That's it. It ain't that hard.
For me to know, bro. I honestly can't tell with a lot of these people. I wish I could just get them in a room and get them like shit-faced and we could just like have a conversation where it's like, do you understand,
Cat
like,
fetish.
you know that like all your fans are conservative, right? You know that like everything you do is conservative, right? Can you tell that? Are you aware of that?
Okay, first of all, getting drunk with Destiny and having him all up in my face like, you know you're a conservative, right? You know your audience is conservative, right? Sounds like a nightmare. I think I would throw up and cry. This is all especially funny coming from someone like him, who's also constantly called a centrist and a right-winger and a Nazi because he has opinions that fall outside of the left-wing internet bubble. Like, I have seen people say these exact criticisms of Destiny, that his audience is full of incels and right-wingers. You know, Destiny, at the end of the day,
As if,
we're not so different.
as if it's a bad thing, you know? As if it's having incels, like people with different opinions in your community, is a bad thing. Having incels in your community is a good thing. It means, you know, you are actually catering to them, solving their problems. It's not a bad thing.
You and I.
People like Tim Pool I know are intentionally lying, 100%. But for somebody like this, like all of the other centrist types that get swept up in the middle that end up just being like mass conservative propagandists, I'm not sure.
What? I'm sorry. Mass conservative propaganda? I am so tired of defending myself like this, though. Frankly, I've seen what makes someone a progressive to these people, so I don't really mind when they call me conservative. I'll take it, Destiny. Conservative, centrist, whatever.
Someone did die. One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. It's one thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. The guy didn't have any power. He wasn't a politician. He was just a dude. I don't like
He wasn't just a dude. He was a guy that was posting a ton of inflammatory shit on his social media who was
I mean, that's just a content creator. Like, posting inflammatory shit doesn't mean you should get killed. I mean, he's just a guy, dude. Like, you know, just killing someone like, for their political opinions isn't good. Like, you know, like the political opinion in question isn't that extreme. Assumed political opinion, that is. Like, it was just your average citizen who can, you know, change their opinions. It's just a normal fucking person. It's not okay to like kill them or praise their killings.
at a rally for one of the most inflammatory candidates of all time, but
A dude wasn't just a dude and deserved to die because he posted inflammatory shit online? My brother in Christ, you do that. I do that. We all do that. All right, I'm done with this one. I'm done. I don't know what I expected. I honestly expected better. I did not expect this. Hopefully the next person is
React to VTubers. VTubers have better opinions. Oh well.
more sane. So let's go.
This is called America is in Shambles. I'm excited to see what this is.
Build Back Better, Agenda 47. Let me introduce you to the Shoe New Deal. Bring back the red Pizza Hut cups.
What is this video? Is this just, are we just gonna be like, America's in Shambles and we're just gonna, haha, I'm a shit poster, I don't care because nothing affects me? Right, like.
In order to take a joke, like, you know that people who are in worse situations, people who are like, you know, have worse lives, have a tendency to have more edgy sense of humor, you know. People who are living bad lives have a tendency to shitpost more, joke more about their lives and everything that goes around them. Because that's a way of coping. Even if it's not coping in this scenario, for the most part, joking and edgy humor is just a way to, you know, let off some steam.
It's just like disaffected memes or something. This is what we're doing.
I love how
Sometimes, people who like dark humor can be the most affected
he's
people.
so confused about the concept of an opening skit. I don't understand. Where's the 500 paragraphs of text?
I've been very busy as
Yep. I don't understand why is there something attractive at the beginning of the video. I don't know, maybe like to make people watch it. Retention rates.
Some of you know now, and as some of you guessed, I have recently had a baby. And as it turns
What?
Yippee! She had a baby. Congratulations. Yippee.
Oh.
out, that takes up a lot of your time. And it
Ugh.
Wait,
What?
why did he go?
What? Why would she go? What? Why will say, oh, why? Why?
Ugh. Why did he go? Ugh. Nearly 40-year-old man. Come on, Jake. Tick-tock. Time to settle down and have some children. Those sperms are drying up.
oh yeah, he's winning. I shit.
Oh yeah, he's winning. Cope?
Bullet just grazed his ear
Nope.
because he turned at the last second to look at some immigration chart. Being racist literally saved his life. There's a lesson in that.
There's a lesson in being racist. Cool, dude. Like, she lampshades that's just a joke. Wink, wink. And then, like...
It is a joke, dude. Like, listen. Leftists need to learn to take a joke. Leftists need to learn to take jokes. You cannot be serious all the time, and you cannot only joke about the things you find unoffensive. Let people joke in peace. Especially if it's not malicious.
Dumbass f***ing Zoomer Coomer that's in her comments down here does not think she's joking. Thinks she's dog whistling, which she is, and is totally like, yeah, I love being racist. Being racist
Not everything is a dog whistle. Like, come on.
is good and makes me survive bullets or some shit now.
Oh no, I'm going to influence vulnerable Zoomers into believing racism makes them bulletproof. What are you saying, bro? The dog whistles! The dog whistles! Call a fucking joke. There's no dog whistle. There's no mask. It's a joke. It's a joke about racism, yes!
Somehow knew that roof would be unguarded, laid down and aimed a rifle at the former president without being noticed. This was insane incompetence, or they let it happen.
Oh my god, and now she's doing conspiracy theories? She watches Fox News now. Oh.
Bro, what conspiracy theories? Like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, these people are either incompetent or they let it happen. There is no other explanation. How the fuck can you approach an American president with an AR-15 in the middle of a, in the middle of a speech? Like, how the fuck?
All the time. You could see it.
I'm leaning more towards the former because if you look at our bridges and airplanes, America is in shambles.
First of all, why the fuck would I watch Fox News? Tucker Carlson isn't on there anymore. Also, I love how he paused before I finished my sentence. Said a thing he thought epically owned me, then unpaused and I continued and said the opposite of what he thought I would say. His fanfiction of me that believes in Fox News conspiracies turned out not to be real. The man is out here fighting ghosts. He's fighting his schizophrenic thoughts. He took too much cough syrup and I appeared in the corner of his room talking about Fox News.
People were laughing about how some of the cops protecting Trump were women and like, come on now, that's sexist.
They're doing their job.
They were making these awful memes like this.
Come on.
So, and then you just do the sexist joke. You go, that's sexist, but I don't care. You know
The wage gap. Oh, sorry, that was funny.
what you're doing, dude?
Yes, I do know what I am doing. I am making jokes. I am making jokes about sexism and racism. Yes. Again, no mask, no dog whistles. I am blatantly just saying these things.
White Women for Harris meeting raised millions, broke Zoom.
Yep.
Oh, but when I want to have a whites only meeting, I'm called a racist.
Wow, cool, dude. That's a really sick fucking KKK joke you have there.
This guy isn't even debunking anything. He's just like, you made a joke. Okay? And? You are in the
He's just watching the fucking video and getting offended over jokes. Incredible, dude.
work here. We have fun here, sir.
Boyfriend writes her scripts, that joke confirms it, dude. It's so bad.
A woman making a joke? I bet her boyfriend wrote that. Wow!
God forbid women having fun. God forbid women making jokes. Oh no.
Sexist much? Dog whistle? Also kind of a random tangent, but like I've gotten this actually unironically in like innocent ways. Like, who writes your stuff? Give props to your editor. I write my own stuff. I edit my own stuff. I've been doing it for 10 years. I still use iMovie to edit. I do have an assistant who helps me get sponsorships and edits the sponsor segments. But if I could hire anyone to do anything, it would be to be the person in front of the camera. That is my least favorite part.
I agree with that, by the way. I also don't like recording videos. I like writing scripts, I like thinking about stuff, but I don't like recording videos. Like, nope.
Art. I love writing, I love editing. I hate this. Maybe I'll just pull a Daily Wire one day and do a little switcheroo and...
Replace yourself with an AI. Get yourself a VTuber model and replace it with, and replace yourself, the person behind the VTuber model, with an AI. A lot of people do that. Just get a VTuber AI that, comments about politics with your style. That'll be amazing.
Replace myself with someone else. I'll just tell Moist Critical to shave his beard. None of you will know the difference. Basically, if I could be a VTuber, I would. And I'd give myself pink hair and big anime titties.
Do it. Do it. Do it, no balls.
Alright, moving on.
One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. But there were people like mocking this, which is insane to me. Like, it's one thing to make fun.
Well, he was a racist, so he caught a bullet for no fucking reason at a hit, like a, Trump rally, right? It's like being upset.
He told me he was about to call Trump rally a Hitler rally. I mean, come on, it ain't that bad.
The Nazi got hit at a Nazi rally, right?
Oh my god, they're all justifying it! A innocent Trump supporter that died.
He's not innocent, actually. He went to a Trump rally, supported Donald Trump publicly.
Am I going insane? I'm
I mean, dude, if you think like this, if you say shit like this, then no wonder people hate you, no wonder people disagree with you. Like, how about, chill out a little bit and just, be more relaxed, be less hateful, and then maybe the people on the other side will listen to you.
Crashing out, bro! I'm crashing out!
If you were a better person, you wouldn't be at a Trump rally, you feel me? So, yeah.
If you were a better person, like me, a person who thinks people who disagree with me should be shot and killed, then this wouldn't have happened. Unreal! Okay, on to the last response to this particular video. Let's hope this guy is a little better.
Welcome to America is in Shambles by shoeonhead. So shoeonhead is a person that exists. If you don't know who shoeonhead is, she basically postures herself as a centrist.
I literally call myself a left-wing What? Also, I didn't know they made a...
I literally call myself a left-wing populist.
Vosh.
Why the fuck would you call yourself a leftist if you are like, a centrist? Like, centrist people don't really call themselves left-wing or right-wingers. Because that shit just, bad for your brand.
2. Who is this guy? Alec Gunter, shoeonhead's brain-dead election analysis.
She used to be buddies with some of the left-leaning people, used to be in favor of Bernie Sanders, but kind of went full populist.
Bernie is a populist, so this makes no sense. Oh, she used to like Bernie, but now she's more of a populist. What? Are we just equating populism with right-wing now? Is that what's going on here?
Basically just posturing for her incel followers, right? Her alt-right incel followers.
Alt-right incel follower? Dude, come on, that's bullshit.
Shoe simps, or as I like to call them, the SS.
Yeah. I want to join that SS. Let me be a part of that. I can lead the Femboy battalion. It will.
And feel smart because she looks at both sides, right? She's a centrist.
First of all, I don't make my audience feel smart. My audience is fucking retarded. They know this. Second of all, why wouldn't you look at both sides? Like, why shouldn't you be criticizing your side too? Unless you're like a total ideologically cucked hack. You're not that.
I agree.
Right, Alec?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Here's shoeonhead. America is in shambles.
My fellow Americans, I regret to inform you that it is that time again. Election time. Every 4 years we have to deal with this. Are you voting for the red files or the blue files? The red drone strikes or the gay?
Okay, right off the bat, the red is way worse. See,
the gay airstrikes. The gay airstrikes make people gay. Ooh.
She's like immediately playing the centrist angle, and there's no comparison between the two.
Oh my god, do they all not know what a bit is? I'm doing both sides bad because I'm a candidate running against Kamala and Trump. Do they not know what a skit is? Hey, drone strikes. Dead Palestinians or dead Palestinians?
It'll be amazing if she actually got elected, That'll be some 10 out of 10 shit.
We're tired of it. They should just pick one.
Okay, well, the dead Palestinians thing was pretty true. I'll give her that.
Sexist joke, racist joke, ableist joke. Palestine. There's just no way Trump is losing. It would take something like, I don't know, Trump getting
I like her sense of humor. She has an amazing sense of humor. I like it.
shot in the head at a rally in Pennsylvania. Oh god, we're coming up to the Trump rally part. Please be normal about this. One thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. Please give me some hope for left-wing YouTube, please.
The Trump supporter that died, he was most likely a fascist, and I mean, he was at a Trump rally, man. What do you expect?
I mean, dude, stop calling everything a fascist. Stop calling everything a fascist. Just stop. He was probably just your average Joe, not a fucking Nazi, not a fascist, no nothing. He's just an average Joe.
Like, he probably wanted trans people to die.
Probably. He probably had these opinions.
People gotta stop canceling or like wishing death on others based on assumptions.
So it's okay for him to die. Even if he did, which you don't know, but even if he did, that doesn't mean he should be fucking killed. He's just a fucking guy. He's a guy who can even change his opinions one day. Who knows? I know for a fact a shit ton of people in these people's audiences used to be Trump supporters, used to be transphobic or whatever.
Yep.
Every single fucking day I log on and I watch Ben Shapiro.
People change their opinions.
And was a Trump supporter, but now I watch ContraPoints and I'm a good person. So back when you were a Trump supporter, these people think it's okay if you got shot. Convenient for them that they were born morally lucky and they came out of the womb as leftists. I'm actually going insane.
Yep, I came out of my mother's womb waving a Soviet flag. That's what I fucking did, hell yeah.
Becoming the Joker, I thought at least one of them would have a normal take on this. But no, behold!
So, jokes aside, I might really, maybe I did came out of my mother's womb waving a Soviet flag. I mean, I was born at May the 1st, and my father was actually named me Revolution. Yep, my father actually had plans to name me Revolution, but then he decided to name me something else. That would be funny. To have a like name Revolution, to be named Revolution. That'll be funny.
This is my circus. These are my monkeys.
I think, okay, so let's check the comments real quick. I just want to see her. Here's her audience, okay?
Oh no, he's checking comments. Oh no, he's checking comments. No, 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 no.
Having a baby and retiring, Shu has become a trad wife. The only reason America is in shambles is because Shu hasn't uploaded a Hell World in 2 years. Kamala, don't come, Trump, I'm gonna come, America. If there's any reason to vote for Kamala, it's just to make Hillary extremely mad is probably the best campaign slogan yet. Okay, they all just seem like memers.
Whew. Okay, good. Diagnosis memers.
I don't know. I think that Shu is just kind of a memer. I don't think she's a bad person.
Oh, good. YouTuber Alec Gunter doesn't think I'm a bad person.
I think she's a good
postpone
person.
my suicide at once. Okay,
I think she's a good person.
this next tuber Alec Gunter doesn't think I'm a bad person. I must postpone my suicide at once. Okay, this next video people are responding to is the one I made after the election called The Downfall of the Democrats. Let's see what people had to say about this one. Okay, this guy is called Hutch. This fucking title. Shoeonhead takes an election victory lap? What video did this dude watch? The Shoeonhead from Earth 2? Hat on foot?
Actually project Donald Trump
hat on foot.
will become the 47th president of the United States.
Do you really think that the Democratic Party is fighting for you? The overwhelming answer is no.
I am so frustrated with this argument because
Thank you for the breathing ASMR.
policy can only get you so far. Like, good policy is good and we should do good policy. For sure.
We are living in a capitalist system. Every good policy serves the capitalist system. Every good policy serves capitalism and corporations in one way or another. Green policies, illegal immigration, tax cuts, everything else, right wing, left wing, even if it's like helps a minority, helps people somehow, it still has to help the corporations. A reform, a policy that doesn't help corporations, that doesn't help the capitalist system, that doesn't serve the system, will not be implemented by the politicians or the parliament or the Congress. Our world, like the new American world order, just doesn't allow it. That's just how it is.
I don't think we should adopt Republican policies.
Wait, What argument? You just watched a montage of Trump winning. Where did I say adopt Republican policies? I haven't even said anything in this video yet. I haven't even appeared on screen. Who are these people responding to? There she goes, hat on foot, making videos talking about adopting Republican policies.
I think we should pursue progressive policies. I think we should pursue policies that help working class people across this.
None of the policies are going to help anyone, to be honest, you know. I mean, all of those policies will just, you know, it's just gonna help. It's just gonna be part of the capitalist system. That's just how it's gonna be.
Country, whatever the term working class means now, because it's so nebulous at this point.
I like that the term working class is now nebulous. Now that they're losing the working class, it's like, pfft, working class. What does that even mean? Is it too late for the Democratic Party, or can they turn this around? Will the Democrats learn from this?
To be clear, in 2016, it was the same discourse. Is this the end of the Democratic Party? Dems in disarray. Are they ever going to recover from this? It's the same discourse every single time.
I mean, yeah, but this one time it was worse.
Okay, but Kamala did historically bad. She did not flip a single county. A Republican won the popular vote. A Republican. Do you know how rare that is? And all the data shows young people, black people, Latinos, women moving more right. Now, could this be a...
Yep, everybody moved right. Like, these Democrats just made everybody a right wing. Like, because of their policies, the entire world, like, is suffering an alt-right surge. It's not only their policies, to be honest. Like, in the entire world, there's a right-wing surge. Like, the right-wingers were gaining votes, especially the alt-right. But the young people were still left-leaning. But after this election, even the young people became, like, right-leaning. Or specifically alt-right. The alternative right. And it's getting worse for the time being. It's gonna, like, the Trump is going to determine if the alt-right is going to be a valid alternative or not. If he succeeds, then it's good for the alt-right. They are going to rule us for the next 2 decades. If he fails, then, well, it's communism time, baby. Or not. I'm joking, by the way.
Trump.
I'm joking if you disagree. If you agree with me, I'm not joking.
Only thing. Sure. And as I said in my video, there could be a pendulum swing and we'll get like another Obama after Trump, or the Democrats wake up and actually run a...
Or maybe the pendulum swing is just going to destroy the pendulum, or even worse. Or maybe just, you know, it's going to swing rightwards too hard. Or maybe the pendulum already swinged rightwards and it's just gonna swing back leftwards. I hope it's the third one.
A good populist candidate. I don't rule this out, but to pretend this wasn't a particularly bad loss is just straight up delusional. From blaming the American people to blaming Joe Rogan, the Democrats and the media are having a hard time coping with their loss, and
this logic that you can't blame voters for the outcome of elections is insane to me. There's no responsibility on the voters?
Yeah, there isn't. Dude, listen. Blaming the voters is stupid. You are the politician. Getting votes is your job. You need to do a good job and go get votes from people. If you cannot get elected, it's your fault. You just need to know how to talk to people. You just need to know how to go out and cater to people, you know. It cannot be that hard.
Like, none whatsoever? Who else am I supposed to...
You blame your party that lost. You blame your candidate. Why were the American people more willing to vote for the guy who did January 6th over your candidate full of hope and joy and rainbows and unicorns or whatever? Is it...
Yep. Just sit and think for 5 seconds and talk to people.
Because the voters are just all stupid idiots? Or is there something a little less simple that you just want to avoid talking about? Taking a step back and looking in the mirror is gonna do you real good. Democrats don't have a messaging problem. America has a racism problem. Kamala ran a flawless campaign in 100 days, and I refuse to let y'all gaslight me into believing anything other than that.
Did she just put up 2 random Twitter users? Do we know who those people are? Who were those people? I don't even know who those... I'm pretty sure they were just random people.
Random Twitter users whose posts went viral, yes. It's a small sample of the discourse happening amongst the people, which is pretty important to show. I know the concept of listening to average everyday people is completely foreign to you, but it is important to show what people are saying about their country's election, not just what politicians and the media are saying.
The Democratic Party, we have to contend with progressives that are constantly shitting on the Democratic Party for not being socialist enough. And we have to contend with MAGA, who are constantly shitting on the Democratic Party for, you know, eating children and worshiping Satan.
And then you got the weirdos who believe both those things.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
For people like shoeonhead, it's like, okay, it's easy, man. You just don't be woke. Don't be feminist. You know, don't root for like black lesbians in Disney shows. And then just do socialist policies.
All right, back up. I am not delusional. I do not want to implement socialist policies in America because, first of all, I do not trust America to do those correctly. I'm talking about basic, normal.
Yep, they'll probably involve the corporations somehow. It will be probably a like half-broken system that's not efficient at all. They will spend 10 times more money for like 1/10 of the outcome.
Social democratic policies like Norway and Denmark have. Universal paid family leave, universal health care, at least a public option, better transportation like a high-speed rail, better protection for workers, higher wages, blah blah blah. And yes, no woke shit. Do you know how popular a platform like that would be? You get a candidate up there like that, you're winning all 50 states.
So, I mean, I would love to hear what she suggests besides just like elect Bernie Sanders.
Put up a good politician. That is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Someone who actually cares about the working class. Not Bernie Sanders. He's like 100 years old. Someone like Bernie Sanders, sure. Bernie Sanders with more of a spine. Combine Trump and Bernie Sanders. I am committing voter fraud and voting for that man 300 times. I am...
Combine Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. Oh my, that's either gonna be the best fucking candidate or the worst.
Storming the Capitol for Donald Sanders. After this, the Democrats are gonna move right in the dumbest ways. They're gonna become like the new neocons, but gay.
I think they will too. And
gay, right?
And one of the
gay MAGA
reasons why they're gonna do that is because they know people like you are not a reliable voter. You're not.
You are correct. I am not a reliable voter. I will not vote blue no matter who. And guess what? Most of the country is like me. Does that scare?
And that's how you're supposed to be. If you like keep voting for the same party, for the same side, no matter what, then you are not the smart guy you think you are. That ain't smart. You gotta vote for both sides, you know.
Are you? Good. Me not being a reliable voter is not an excuse for Democrats to not listen to voters like me. If anything, it's the complete opposite. They should be trying to get the votes from people like me. Politicians and parties are not owed your vote. They have to earn it. They have to work for it. And many...
They have to work for your vote and earn it. These votes are not granted. They are not entitled, you know. They should not take people's votes for granted. They should work for it.
People thought the Democrats did not work for it. In fact, I don't even think they wanted to win, but that's a whole nother can of worms I don't want to open right now. Large factions of the left condescendingly believe that dumb people are the reason Trump won in 2016 and won again in 2024. And that
Well, I mean, you know, yeah.
Vance, when you win 2028, put me somewhere in communications. Let me run your Twitter account. I'm a millennial too. No.
Calling people dumb doesn't really get you votes. People don't like being called dumb.
Nobody will know the difference. Plus, we wear the same amount of eyeliner. Okay, that is enough hutch for one lifetime, thank you. Next, please let the next person be sane. Please save my brain cells. Come majestically galloping in to save us.
Oh, holy shit. I know this lady.
I take back the galloping part.
Can I be real with you guys?
Oh my god. Fucking hell. I take back the galloping part. I wanna be the horse and fuck an anime girl. Ah, well. Who am I to judge though?
Guys, people are gonna hate me for this one. I stand by the criticisms that I've made of shoeonhead, but I will say this. If Shoe had been a respected voice in the Democrat consultancy circles, Kamala might not have lost. I have criticized her so many times for the populist brain rot, but oh boy, if anyone could use populist brain rot driven right into their skulls right now, it would be the Democrats.
Yeah, I think he's right, you know. You need some populism. You need to listen to people. Like, nothing wrong with populism. Populism is good. You need some populism to get people on your side. Yeah, it sounds sensible for now.
28 minutes, and we have 25 minutes till
And there's still no horsecocks.
stream ends. And I have 3 donos. I don't know about that one, Chief. There's probably stuff in here that I maybe can watch in the future.
Wait, he doesn't even watch the video? Watch the video, coward! This is an official call to the shoe simps. Calling the SS! We attack at dawn! Go tell Vosh to watch the video!
Isn't it funny, you know? The first person that she claimed to be kinda sensible, except for the galloping and, well, horse parts, did not watch the video.
This is bullshit. I was clickbaited. On to the next guy. Okay, this guy is called Uninformed Leftist. Let's see if he lives up to his name.
So let's get into this. Shoeonhead made another video. It's called The Downfall of the Democrats.
Oh, big congratulations to Tim Walz on being the first white male DEI hire. It didn't f***ing work. The DNC.
Okay, so Tim Walz is not the first white male DEI hire. Joe Biden's been a white male DEI hire. George Bush is. Mitt Romney was. Every single president has been a white male DEI hire. Both the Democrats and the Republicans realize that America is a white supremacist country, thus we must run white people. So saying that Tim Walz is the first DEI hire is a little bit telling. And what is it telling?
A joke. It's telling a joke.
Well, it's telling that shoeonhead, like the topic of race and gender, is very on the front of her mind.
What?
Now listen, do I think it's true that Kamala Harris lost because she's black and she's a woman?
Please say no, please say no, please say no.
Honestly, yes, I do.
Obama is black and did phenomenally. Hillary is a woman and won the popular vote. I hate this delusion and this cope that Kamala lost because she's a black woman.
Yep, that's
no,
cope.
If
that's
she was
cope.
a white man, would she have...
That's totally cool. I agree with Shu.
Have maybe won a little more votes? Sure, I'm not denying the existence of racist misogynists. I'm looking at one right now. But enough votes.
But yeah, to be honest, you know, there is racism, there is misogyny, but like, that's not probably why she lost it.
That she would win? Absolutely not.
A district that's 97% Latino went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the, no,
That's
it's on
why.
the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep.
Dude, she, like, one of them is just, you know, misogyny. They're just, literally just keep repeating the same thing, you know? They believe in it so hard, they refuse to listen to people. But while she literally has to scream the border crisis, that the illegal immigrants are on their wall, and like this thing just affects people negatively. But no, the people just don't want to listen.
So and they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some lessons.
There's a lot of misogynistic Latino men. Like there's a lot of misogynistic men in general, but
I mean, yeah, but so what? Like, yeah, there can be misogynist and sexist men, but like, they are definitely not the deciding factor. Those people are definitely not the, like, you know, your average voter, the voter that's in the middle, the median voter. That's not who they are.
Latino men, like, they're fairly Christian, they're fairly conservative, and misogyny goes hand in hand with those two. So
Latino men are misogynists? Yeah? Is that why the f***ing president of Mexico is a woman and has like an 80% approval rating?
Yep. I mean, I agree. Like, you know, you cannot just go around calling a specific race misogynist either, you know. Oh, look, this specific race of people are fucking, you know, sexist because they voted against me. I don't know, maybe they voted against you because, like, the border crisis isn't their wall, not because the candidate was a black woman. Like, sheesh.
Maybe Kamala Harris just f***ing suck. You ever consider that? Maybe going, nothing's gonna change when I'm president, sucks. After the election, a YouTuber I am subscribed to uploaded a video called How the Right is Winning Young Men.
Ugh, I have such mixed feelings about this. I do. Unpopular though it is on the left to like give grace to the male loneliness epidemic. I have mixed feelings about it. I'm picking my words carefully so the leftists don't murder me. Like, don't rake me over the coals for this, but...
Yeah, having to say, oh, please don't murder me for caring about men. Yeah, imagine having to say this.
I think that I understand.
Oh, I have to pick my words carefully so my own movement doesn't attack me for caring about men's issues. You see the issue?
Shoeonhead, again, doesn't really offer any analysis. She makes a joke. So essentially, what is her joke?
Jokes are the best way to criticize things. She makes a joke, yeah. She makes a joke, and that's the good part. The jokes in question is what makes like people understand them. Nothing relays a message better than a good and well-made joke.
Her joke is that the guy's gay.
What? Oh.
Excuse me. Wait, excuse me. Excuse me. Her joke is that the guy is gay. Bro, what? Are you like making fun of like anti-woke people ironically or something? Like what? Even anti-woke people don't go like this. Even anti-woke people don't go gay like that, you know? What the fuck?
We're streaming from Earth 2 again. Here comes Hat on Foot hating the gays again. The joke was not about him being gay. There wasn't even a joke. My point was that he's nervous to talk about men's issues in fear of the left attacking him, and it shouldn't be that way.
That's pretty gross from shoeonhead. Do I need to spell that out for you? She does this whole like gay impression.
Gay impression? That's literally what he fucking sounded like. These people have like terminal identity politics brain.
All right, let's just read a few comments.
Oh no, not again. I swear to God, if you guys embarrass me in front of Hassan 2 here, I will turn this video around and we are going home.
Shoeonhead dropping the hard truth bombs as usual. Bro, at least Bernie Sanders got to say a big I told you so. Okay, that's kind of, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of hope. Democrats forgot they had to be likable. Okay, that's kind of true. You can't hide your monster addiction by putting it on Y class.
Yep, that's true. Hide your monster addiction.
June. Okay, that's a good point. They will learn nothing and
Oh,
blame everyone. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
Okay, he's just agreeing with all the comments. I love that they keep doing this. I love that they keep checking the comments, expecting some like terrible shit, and it's just like pee poo poo 69 going epic video, mommy. Okay, so that was
epic video, call me mommy.
Terrible. Next.
Hi, my name's Anthony Jones. I like to talk about politics and the culture war in the UK and America. Today I'm going to react to Shoeonhead's most recent video, Downfall of the Democrats, the Truth About the 2024 Election.
Aw, this guy looks like a wizard. He's like a jolly little garden gnome. I don't even mean that in a mean way. He just looks whimsical, like he's gonna help me on a quest through some enchanted forest. Please be sane and normal, gnome bro. I am running out of hope.
Yeah, Trump objectively is the representative of the working class. Traditionally, it was Latinos, blacks. People would vote for Democrats. Now, it's highly educated people who vote for Democrats and actually working class people who traditionally would vote Democrat have voted for Donald Trump. This is a massive change in the demographics, and people want something different. They don't want the same old, same old. And that's what Kamala Harris represented. And this is essentially why she failed to appeal to voters.
Yes! No bro is normal. Oh my god, how
finally someone normal.
refreshing. Yes, 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 yes. We're so fucking back, gnome bros. Okay, let's keep listening. Let's not get our hopes up. Everyone was so sure dangerous, devious, dastardly Donald would never make his way back into the White House to steal democracy. And he did it. With democracy.
Democracy has been bought in America. It really has. The idea that influence is like objective and everyone's informed and it's a level playing field for both sides is simply not true. Democracy implies that voters were informed, they knew what they were voting for, they weren't lied to, they weren't sold misinformation. People are massively misinformed on Donald Trump. They were lied to, they don't believe a lot of the accusations against him. It's more complex And it is actually very complex.
It's really not that complicated. It's exactly what you said earlier. Trump offered something, Kamala offered nothing. Whether you agree with the vision or not, Trump had a vision. It's like in 2016 when Hillary Clinton made that America is already great hat. No one wants to fucking hear this. No one believes that. You have to give.
No one believes that. No one believes that America is already great.
Give the people a vision. A lot of them don't believe what the media says about Trump.
Promise them change, a change for the better.
Because a lot of them don't trust the media, and I'm gonna be so dead ass. Do you blame them? As a Bernie bro, as a Bernard brethren, do you blame them? It's up to the media to prove themselves trustworthy, and in my opinion, they just haven't done that. The mainstream, corporate media, liberal and right-wing, does not have a good reputation. Oh my god, that reminds me, I was watching
There is a reason why people call it the legacy media. Nobody listens to that shit anyway. People would rather like listen to Asmongold or Hassan Piker and watch their 2-minute long clips to like keep themselves informed.
Fox Business the other morning. Don't ask. But holy shit, you think right-wing media online is bad? What the f are the boomers watching? Also, Kristi Noem showed up on the TV and my baby was like, Mama. Really, bro? Okay, last one. I'm ready. Let's go. This guy is called Dima the Show. Okay, Dima, what do you have for
900 views. I see. She's even like talking about people with lower views as well. Interesting.
us?
I don't... Come on, make a VTuber one. React to VTubers as well. Come on. Yeah.
I don't know what to predict here. I've only seen 2 shoeonhead videos and I follow her on Twitter. She hasn't been very active on Twitter recently. I don't know why. I think she got married and had a kid. But either way, from what I remember of her Twitter, it was fairly progressive. Some little, tidbits of, radical centrist reactionary stuff a little bit here and there.
I like how just nobody understands me. America is so terminally left-right brained, dude. You can talk about how you want workplace democracy all day.
I mean, the online environment. I'm gonna be honest. Like the American Twitter, American online environments, it's brain rot. It's really brain rot.
But if you also say something like, I think we should make it harder for children to access porn or something, people are like, oh, I don't know, she's some kind of centrist?
What? Anyway, I got a lot of comments on my last video like, wait, you're left-wing and you hate the Democrats? Yeah, man.
Okay, so is she coming out as left-wing? Just do it.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty common thing. If you were shocked that I'm left...
I mean, yeah. What's... that's a very left-wing thing to do. Infighting with other left-wingers and having some left-winger infighting some left-wing civil war. Nothing is more left-wing than that shit.
Left-wing, maybe that's a sign you need to take a step back and evaluate some of the preconceived stereotypes you have of people. Not all of us are crazy blue-haired socialists, no. Some of us are crazy brown-haired socialists. But for those
Hey, yo!
Ugh, why is he soying out? I hate this. I'm never gonna call myself a socialist again.
I'm never gonna call myself a socialist again because I don't wanna be... I don't wanna be related to you. I'm not gonna call myself a socialist because I don't want you to call me a sister. No.
For someone like her with such a diverse audience, who gets, millions and millions of views on her videos, someone like her with this much reach, with this much of an audience, and say, hey, look at me, I'm a left-wing socialist, I think is good for the cause.
Yep. He literally says that, hey, look, I'm a left-wing socialist to a diverse audience of different people with different opinions.
I don't want to be good for the cause. I'm a rebel. I'm not one of you. You don't love me. Sorry, I'm just burned by all the other videos. I'm like an abused cat lashing out at a new adoptive owner. He's out here handing me a treat like pss, 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 and I'm like, let's relax.
That's how I call Femboys.
Oh, okay, fellas. She said she's a socialist. She said she's left-wing. Why do we hate her?
That's such a weird thing to say. She's one of us. She agrees with us politically. Why do we hate her? I don't know. Maybe I'm a f***ing asshole.
Kamala Harris being, you know, a person of color, is that going to have an effect on some amount of people? Sure it will. Is that why she lost?
Don't say it. Don't say it, please.
I don't think so.
Thank you. Oh my god, the bar is low. Young men did come out and support
Oh my god, the bar is low.
Trump, and apparently for the reasons I and many others predicted. We asked young men why they voted for Donald Trump. Here's what they said. What appealed to him about Donald Trump was that his campaign was not coming after us. He was highlighting the American people, which we are. It doesn't matter what color you are, what you may identify as. Since I wasn't excluded, I resonated with it.
See? That is a dumb person. That is a fucking idiot.
Okay. I'm doing the thing they do. I'm pausing before he finishes his sentence. Let's hear him out. When you tell a young white guy, hey, you're an oppressor, and because you're white, you have privileges that your black and Hispanic peers didn't have.
I mean, just because they have privileges doesn't mean you should shit on them, you know?
And you're inherently at fault, or you're guilty for that, which is what a lot of the left wings or Democrats are saying.
Yeah, I mean, you are, as a white person, you do have, you know, systemic privileges that people of color in this country don't have for a variety of reasons. That's just the truth.
All right, we're gonna disagree here. Now you will see why. They hate me. The only privilege that exists is class privilege. Poor, working class, middle class white.
So she's absolutely right about this, you know. Like when I hear Americans talk about these white privileges and stuff, it really sounds like class privilege. Like it just sounds like class privilege, you know, like. But the classes are divided by race for the most part, with like some exceptions. And since it's divided by race, it turns into something racial. But in the long run, it is a class privilege. Like, you know, it's the privilege of the rich. Like, you know, the thing people call white privilege, like, you know, being more wealthy, having more opportunities in life, getting better education, living in a safe place, not getting shot by the cops. That's just the rich people thing. And the hoods, the violence, not having opportunities, studying in a bad school, like not feeling safe when you're being outside, that's just a poor man's thing. That's just the curse of the poor man.
People, poor, working class, middle class black people have the same amount of privilege. None. A rich black person has more privilege than a white poor person.
Yep.
Telling a white college-age man who's struggling to pay off student loans, who can't afford a house, who can't find a job, that he's part of systemic racism and privileged, good f***ing luck.
Yep. I mean, dude, that's true, you know. Just go find yourself a white McDonald's worker, you know, white minimum wage McDonald's worker who's struggling to, like, who's making a living by taking credits from the bank, who's living paycheck to paycheck. Like, how the fuck are you going to call these people privileged? Like, that's not privilege. Like, that's just, you know, that's just your average poor Joe. Like, privilege isn't something about race, it's money.
We're not racist, we're not misogynistic. I mean, see, this is, again, I have to say, actually, we all kind of are racist. But that's boring, that's complex, that takes nuance, that takes time, and no one wants to fucking hear that shit. Of course that's not gonna fucking resonate. How do you make it resonate? Like, maybe you can make it fun.
Make it fun? Hey, white people! You're inherently racist! What?
But I don't think there's a...
Saying that is also racist, by the way. I mean, it is just racist. It is race-based discrimination. I mean, it's bullshit. Like, no wonder white people lashed out on this.
A way to, you know, put lipstick on the progressive messaging pig. Like, I don't know if we can win on messaging alone.
Because it's not the messaging. It's not how you are...
Enough with the race, enough with the race war. It's time for some class war. Fuck yeah.
Selling the product. It's the product. These guys are being alienated from progressive messaging, not because it's complicated.
It's not only product, by the way. When you're selling a product, you need to know how you are selling it either. Like, sometimes you can sell things to people that they don't really need, or stuff that they don't really like, by marketing it properly. I'm not saying that you should do that, but that's just usually what companies do.
But because it's stupid and regressive. Young men are tired of being told,
I mean, think of it like this, you know, like America, that country has racial lines, you know, racial segregation, like racial division. And with the current policies, the racial division just gets worse. Like, I don't know, instead of like implementing a DI policy, you know, a DI policy for poor people, they are implementing DI policy for different races and different genders and different sexes, you know. That's not really going to help. Just implement a DI policy for poor people, and that way you can completely just eradicate the racial division Americans had for the past fucking, I don't know, 3 centuries. Like, stop trying to, you know, fix racism with more racism. Don't try to fix racism with more racial division. Try to fix racism by, you know, blurring the racial divide, by blurring the racial line between people. Stop like employing people for being black or white, and instead just employ people for being poor. You know, just set up a DI system that employs people from poorer districts. It cannot be that bad. A DI for the poor people instead of like diversity. It's gonna be much better. It will even create a camaraderie between poor people as well. But of course, who wants poor people to stick together, right? Everybody hates poor people.
To pay for the sins of their great-grandfathers. Full stop. That's it. And people aren't just going, systemic racism exists. Like, yeah, maybe that's what you're doing. I don't think you're some kind of like woke SJW or whatever. But to pretend like that's the only thing people are doing, it's kind of a cope. You're in denial. Corporations were literally hiring Robin DiAngelo to give PowerPoint presentations to workers on how to be less white. This was a thing that happened. I remember Coca-Cola doing it specifically. Coca-Cola, which...
And then you wonder why white people just lash out against you. And you wonder why.
By the way, the CEO of Coca-Cola is now openly praising Trump and like hanging out with him. Corpo moment. They really saw the popular vote and
they only care about money. That's just a corporation.
were like, later homos. God, I miss the 90s.
Later homos.
I feel like we really had race relations down back then. I don't see color. That worked. That was great. Why did we get...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't see color either. Like, I quite a lot of the time, like, something that happens to me quite frequently, I look at a race-mixed black man and a white man, and I'm like, you know, I'm struggling to see the difference. Like, seriously. I just look at them and I just think they are white. That's actually what happens to me.
To that. After the election, one of the only politicians I've seen who is actively trying to understand why people voted the way that they did is AOC. When I met her, I whispered into her ear, "Take the pronouns out of your bio." And she did. Anyway, after the election, AOC found out that
Why will they make an article about that?
a ton of people voted for her down ballot, but also voted for Trump for president on the same ticket. Curious, she took to her Instagram to ask people why they did that. And these were some of their answers. I feel like Trump and
That's a very good thing she did. Just listen to people.
you were both real. It's real simple. Trump and you care for the working class.
Ugh. Trump and you care for the working class. Just complete, diametrically opposed entities. AOC and Donald Trump. Insane, man.
Do you know how many people used to like Bernie Sanders and now vote for Donald Trump? And vice versa? There are so many conservatives I know who used to be Bernie Sanders supporters. Is it because Bernie and Trump are so much alike? No. But their rhetoric, how they spoke?
Yeah, it's not only your policies either. It's not only what you offer, it's not only your policies. It's also how you speak, your rhetoric, how you market yourself.
Who they spoke to, who they fought for or claimed to fight for. The forgotten man, the American worker. This is populism, and throughout history, populism could be used for good or for evil. And like I said in many of my videos, if you don't understand this, you're never gonna get it.
Maybe this is a one-time thing, maybe it's just because of Trump or inflation, or maybe the meme is coming true. Maybe Republicans are the new party of the working class. Democrats...
That's just so insane, man.
See, this is one reason I don't see why you should...
They are the new party of the working class, because that's what the working class people decided.
blame the voters. Like, obviously the Democratic Party is doing something wrong if blue-collar, working-class people of all races are moving towards the Republican Party. And the Democrats are only gaining with old women and coastal elites. The voters don't see you as the party for the little guy. They see a literal billionaire as the party for the little guy. You are doing something wrong!
I hope the male loneliness epidemic eats you MAGA scum alive. I hope you feel a hole in your soul and feel unloved until your dying day. I hope you rot in your
And you expect for them to vote for you.
deathbed, wondering why women looked at you like you had rabies your whole life as your eyes closed for the last.
I'm not gonna defend this. This is not good or healthy.
Honestly, Gnome Bro and this guy have been pretty reasonable. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not all Democrats are doomed. Maybe there is a chance a Democrat wins 2028. Maybe some really do get it.
Some liberals use the occasion to look down upon the icky dummies who are too stupid to know they shouldn't vote for Trump. Yet
I mean, where's the lie?
So that was that video. That is all I can take. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not sending their best. Despite it all, it was fun doing a reaction video to people's reaction of me.
Make a reaction to VTubers. Come on. Make a reaction to anime girls. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
But that is enough of my yapping. Now I want to hear you yap. Do you think Democrats will learn their lesson? Do you think a pendulum swing is going to happen in 2028?
Maybe.
If you like this video, please consider donating to me on Patreon.
The world is going to shit though. It's definitely going to shit, and the pendulum swing is gonna it's gonna be real bad. It can destroy the pendulum itself.
Patreon, link down below. Or if you want to give a little one-time donation, there's like a little tip jar somewhere here. It really helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys with a new video soon.
Bye bye.